In 2008, a small aircraft approaching Lukla Airport suddenly lost visibility in thick clouds. Tragically, the plane missed the short runway, crashing and killing all 18 passengers aboard. Yet every year, thousands still brave this flight. Welcome to Lukla Airport, the gateway to Mount Everest and officially the most dangerous airport on Earth. Perched at nearly 2,900 meters high, Lukla's runway stretches just 527 meters, roughly the length of 5 football fields, with a steep cliff at one end and a solid mountain wall at the other. Pilots land entirely by sight, without radar or navigation systems, making every landing a heart-stopping gamble. But why do adventurers from all over the world still risk it? Stick around, because today, we're diving into the unbelievable story of Lukla Airport. In the early 1950s, conquering Mount Everest meant a grueling hike, starting from the remote village of Jiri, trekking for 5 exhausting days just to reach Lukla. Imagine the challenge faced by Sir Edmund-Hillary and Tenzing-Norgay, who first summited Everest in 1953. Understanding the difficulties firsthand, Hillary dreamed of making this journey more accessible. And so, in 1964, he began the ambitious project of constructing an airport in Lukla. But finding flat land in the Himalayan region proved nearly impossible. Local farmers understandably refused to part with their precious farmland, forcing Hillary to settle for the next best thing. A tiny plot perched precariously on a mountainside, Hillary purchased this land directly from the Sherpa community for just $2,700, and construction commenced. Despite Hillary's dedication, the construction faced numerous setbacks due to challenging terrain and harsh weather. It took almost a decade, and finally, in September 1971, the first plane touched down on Lukla's newly built runway, dramatically transforming travel in the Everest region. In 2008, to honor the legendary climbers who changed history, the airport was officially renamed Tenzing-Hillary Airport. Today, the airport stands not just as a crucial gateway for thousands of trekkers, but as a tribute to the relentless spirit of exploration. To truly grasp why Lukla Airport holds the title of the world's most dangerous, we need to explore the extreme challenges pilots face every single day. Situated at a dizzying altitude of nearly 2,900 meters, Lukla pushes aircraft performance to its absolute limit. At these heights, the air is thin, significantly reducing engine efficiency and making it harder for aircraft wings to maintain lift. The runway itself defies all standards of aviation safety, stretching just 527 meters shorter than most city streets and only 20 meters wide. Pilots have almost no margin for error. Adding to this challenge, the runway slopes sharply downward at a 12-degree gradient, forcing pilots to touch down precisely to avoid overshooting. One end of the runway meets a solid mountain wall, while the other abruptly drops off into a valley hundreds of meters below. But perhaps Lukla's greatest danger comes from its relentless weather. Conditions change here in mere seconds. Clear skies can turn into dense fog without warning, completely obscuring the runway. With no radar or advanced navigational aids, pilots rely solely on visual flight rules, meaning they must literally see the runway clearly to land. Further complicating things are the violent and unpredictable mountain winds. Sudden gusts and turbulent downdrafts can push an aircraft off course at critical moments during landing or takeoff. Because the airport is tightly enclosed by high mountains, there's simply no room to correct mistakes or perform a traditional go-around. All these extreme elements, thin air, tiny runway, severe slope, shifting weather, and dangerous winds, combine into an unparalleled aviation challenge, earning Lukla its infamous reputation among pilots worldwide. Operating flights into Lukla Airport isn't just difficult, it's logistically unpredictable. In fact, one of Lukla's most notorious features is its incredibly unstable weather. Due to its mountain setting, conditions shift at an alarming pace. Flights usually run only in the early morning when the skies are clear, but even then, sudden fog, rain, or cloud cover can roll in rapidly, grounding flights unexpectedly. Delays and cancellations aren't just common, they're routine. Every year, thousands of trekkers find themselves stranded, sometimes for days, waiting for the weather to clear. Pilots often make split-second decisions, aborting landings or takeoffs if visibility suddenly worsens. Without any advanced landing guidance systems, they simply cannot afford to take unnecessary risks, and weather isn't the only operational challenge. During peak trekking seasons, Lukla Airport sees incredible traffic, sometimes as many as 50 to 100 flights per day, despite the limited operational hours. This high volume, combined with minimal infrastructure, demands exceptionally tight turnaround times. Ground crews work under intense pressure, quickly managing passengers and cargo to keep flights moving. When winter hits, heavy snowfalls add yet another obstacle. Crews must rapidly clear snow from the short runway by hand, racing against time and weather. Knowing every delay compounds logistical nightmares. All these factors, unpredictable weather, frequent cancellations, extreme seasonal conditions, and high traffic volumes, make operating at Lukla Airport a constant battle against nature and time itself. With Lukla's extreme conditions, you might wonder, what type of aircraft and pilot training are even suitable for such a challenging environment? Only specialized small aircraft, known as short takeoff and landing, or STOL planes, are permitted to land here. Typical models include the de Havilland DHC-6 Twin Otter, Dornier Du-2 28, and Turbolet Lettel 410. These rugged, agile aircraft are specifically engineered to handle the sharp descents, steep ascents, and abrupt stops required by Lukla's short runway and thin mountain air. But aircraft alone aren't enough. The pilots themselves must be exceptionally trained. Nepal's Aviation Authority imposes rigorous qualifications for Lukla pilots. Before being cleared to land independently at Lukla, pilots must complete a minimum of 100 short runway landings elsewhere, plus at least 10 supervised flights specifically into Lukla Airport under an experienced instructor. This intense, specialized training ensures that pilots not only master technical skills, but also adapt to the psychological pressure of making split-second decisions under dangerous conditions. Even the most seasoned pilots confess that each landing at Lukla remains a heart-pounding experience. So next time you hear about flights successfully landing at Lukla, remember, behind every landing is a meticulously trained pilot flying a specialized aircraft, prepared specifically for one of aviation's greatest challenges. Despite stringent safety measures and highly trained pilots, Lukla Airport has a sobering record of serious accidents, highlighting just how challenging flying here can be. The airport's history is marked by tragic events that serve as stark reminders of the risks involved. One of Lukla's deadliest crashes occurred in October 2008 when a Twin Otter aircraft, battling sudden clouds, missed the runway, tragically killing all 18 on board. Again, in 2012, a Dornier plane crashed shortly after takeoff due to mechanical issues, resulting in 19 fatalities. Further accidents in 2017 and 2019, each involving small STOL aircraft, added to Lukla's grim legacy, underscoring why Nepalese airlines were subsequently banned from European airspace due to safety concerns. Although improvements have been made and serious incidents have become less frequent in recent years, these tragedies linger as solemn reminders of the dangers. Yet despite its daunting history, Lukla continues to draw thousands each year, adventurers willing to accept these risks for the journey of a lifetime. The airport has also become the focal point for helicopter tourism in the Everest region, though even helicopters aren't immune from the area's hazards. Lukla's accident history, more than anything, emphasizes the fine line between adventure and danger in one of the world's most extreme aviation environments. You might be wondering, with Lukla's extreme dangers, aren't there safer alternatives? Surprisingly, the options are quite limited. The closest operational alternative is Phoplu Airport, located lower down in the Solukhumbu district. However, landing at Phoplu doesn't entirely eliminate risk or inconvenience. Travelers choosing this route still face a grueling 4-day uphill trek from Phoplu to Lukla before even beginning their journey to Everest Base Camp. Another airstrip, Siangbache Airport, sits above the famous trekking hub of Namche Bazaar. Originally built to handle flights closer to Everest, this airport was quickly abandoned due to safety concerns and local protests. Today, it serves mostly as a landing spot for helicopters carrying supplies and rescue operations. Lastly, Kangeldanda Airport, although built with significant investment, remains unused and has become grazing land due to abandonment. Another reminder of Nepal's struggle to create viable aviation alternatives in this challenging terrain. This leaves Lukla as practically the only realistic entry point for most trekkers and climbers, despite its infamous dangers. Without a better option, adventurers continue to rely on Lukla, accepting the risks in pursuit of experiencing Everest firsthand. Lukla isn't just an airport, it's a vibrant hub that has grown around this high-altitude gateway to the Himalayas. For thousands of trekkers, climbers, and adventurers from all over the globe, Lukla marks the starting point of a once-in-a-lifetime journey toward Everest Base Camp. Once just a small mountain village, Lukla has transformed into a lively town buzzing with energy. Hotels, Tea houses, cafes, and shops line the streets, bustling daily with climbers excitedly preparing for their treks or celebrating successful returns. Despite its remote location at almost 2,900 meters above sea level, the town offers surprising comforts, including luxury lodges with hot showers, cozy rooms, and even amenities like Wi-Fi and hot tubs. Yet Lukla retains its authentic Himalayan charm. Sherpa guides, local porters, and mountaineers from around the world mix effortlessly here, sharing stories and advice over warm tea. From the colorful markets selling trekking gear to the restaurants serving comforting Nepali dishes, every corner of Lukla town buzzes with anticipation and adventure. Beyond being just an airport, Lukla has become an essential part of the Everest experience. For travelers, this is where the true adventure begins, where dreams of Everest become tangible, and the challenging path to the world's highest peak unfolds ahead. Beyond its dramatic reputation, Lukla Airport is filled with fascinating, lesser-known facts that truly set it apart. For instance, did you know that pedestrians routinely cross the runway? Yes, the airstrip doubles as a walking path for locals traveling between parts of the town, something unheard of at any other international airport. Another intriguing fact, Lukla Airport wasn't built by engineers or government planners, but through the determined efforts of the Sherpa community and Sir Edmund-Hillary himself. With limited resources, Hillary worked closely with Sherpa villagers, employing their legendary mountaineering skills to carve this incredible airstrip out of the mountainside. It was truly a community-driven project, reflecting local determination and pride. Moreover, for over 2 decades, Lukla Airport was repeatedly ranked by the History Channel's most extreme airports as the world's most dangerous, cementing its place in global aviation lore. Interestingly, despite the airport's importance, there is still no radar or advanced navigation system. Instead, pilots rely entirely on radio communication and their eyesight, navigating landings purely by visual judgment, a practice increasingly rare in modern aviation. All these unique details paint a picture of Lukla Airport, not just as a point of transit, but as a remarkable example of human resilience, ingenuity, and the enduring spirit of exploration. So after uncovering the remarkable story behind Lukla, the world's most dangerous airport, it's clear why it continues to fascinate and terrify adventurers from around the globe. Despite the short runway, extreme altitude, unpredictable weather, and turbulent mountain winds, Lukla remains the essential gateway for anyone dreaming of reaching Everest Base Camp. Behind every nerve-wracking landing are highly trained pilots, specialized aircraft, and a community whose determination and courage built this extraordinary airport. Each successful touchdown here isn't just a feat of aviation skill, it's a testament to human bravery and our relentless pursuit of adventure. For those who journey to Lukla, the risks are undeniably real, yet so are the rewards. The unforgettable views, vibrant local culture, and the unmatched thrill of standing at the doorstep of Mount Everest. Would you dare to take this incredible flight into Lukla, risking it all for the adventure of a lifetime? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories from the world's most extraordinary places. If you want to support me and get some cool hiking gear that I have used myself, check out the Amazon links in the description, top comment, or follow the QR code. Thanks again.